Hello YouTube, I am here for another recording finally. I have a lot of stuff going on right now, so that's why I've been making a whole lot of recordings. I know I just said that I'm back, even though no one's watched that video practically. But it's been crazy. Right now we had a 4-day weekend. Thursday and Friday were off, and that's because I live in Florida, where Hurricane Matthew hit us barely, but still had to prep for that and had a ton of homework, so couldn't record. This is probably gonna be my only recording for the weekend, which I hate, but still have it still has to be this way. Right now I'm just looking. Okay, so this is going to be a top 10 video of my favorite episodes of Gravity Falls, and I'm going to start out with two honorable mentions. So, honorable mention number one, I guess, is the Little Gift Shop of Horrors, and I'm also going to be going. Oh, I'm going to be going through this in a very fast pace, so sorry for that. And also, there's going to be a lot of spoiler alerts in this recording, so if you have not watched Gravity Falls, one, I feel sorry for you. Sorry. If you have not watched Gravity Falls, then you need to. And also, if you've not watched Gravity Falls, get out of this video right now. I'm telling you, get out of this video right now. Because there's a lot of spoiler words. I'm gonna get to some of the major episodes in this, and there's gonna be a ton of spoiler words. So if you have not seen most of the episodes of Gravity Falls, get out of this video right now. Just if you have not yet watched Weird Mageddon, then you're good. If you watched every episode before Weird Mageddon, including the episode that starts right before Weird Mageddon, if you are up to that point, you're good. But if you've not watched up to that point, then just get out of this video right now, because I'm going to go into detail about every single video. So, with that being said, I'm going to start out with this honorable mention, Little Gift Shop of Horrors. So, Stan is telling stories to someone to try to sell his merchandise, and the person doesn't buy anything, and Stan kind of locks him up. So, because of this just being a couple of stories, it's an honorable mention. It doesn't really have the feel of an episode, so that's why it's an honorable mention, but it is a really good episode, with that being said. Next honorable mention is the Bottomless Pit. This is the last honorable mention, and it's an honorable mention for the same reason. Basically what happens is Stan, Seuss, Dipper, and Mabel all fall into a bottomless pit, and we aren't told this, but in the real life journal, so yeah, spoiler in the real life journal also if you've not read that, we are told that there's a pretty good chance that they could die. But we know in this episode that they don't, they make it out alive, but there is a good chance that they could have died by falling into this bottomless pit. So, they fall into the bottomless pit and tell stories. Sort of the same thing as a Little Gift Shop of Horrors, where it's stories that are being said that are the bulk of the episode. So, it's not, and the stories are flashbacks where it shows what's happening, so it's not really like they're going, and remember when this happened. It's not like that. It's not just them in a pit. It's not just staying in the shack. It does actually show what was happening. So, that's good. I mean, I really enjoyed watching these episodes, but they're honorable mentions because it doesn't have the same feel as a normal episode. Number 10 on the list, Tourist Trapped. So, it's kind of cheating to use the very first episode, but I'm putting this on number 10 on the list because it just brought so many people into this show and got so many people addicted, including myself. I'm guilty of that. It just got so many people hooked to this show. It needed a spot on this list, honestly. And also, before I get too involved, I have watched every single episode of Gravity Falls at least twice. I used to be able to list all of the episodes in order. If I could do that, if I just looked at all the episodes. At season 2, I sort of lost the ability to do that. So, if I looked at all the names of the episodes, I could be able to do that. But I have watched every single episode at least twice, some maybe 3 or 4. And I just wanted to say that so that you know how much of a fan I am of the show. Also, if you've not watched the YouTuber Veilskibum, definitely check out his channel. He has been making Gravity Falls theory videos for a long time, probably since the show started. And right now he's doing a Keep Gravity Falls Alive thing where he asks the fans to make certain drawings, can be done on paper, pencil, can be done on computer. I've actually submitted one. The current one is to make a Grunkle Stand attraction. So check out his channel. Um, his channel is definitely better than mine. Probably because it's focused on one thing only, whereas I go over a lot of things. And I'm not saying, oh yeah, it's my friend. No, I don't know this person whatsoever. He's just a great YouTuber. Better than me by a long shot. So, I mean, I'm subscribed to him. I definitely watch his videos. If you have watched Great Falls but you've never seen a single video of his, definitely check it out. So, also, this isn't me trying to support someone else's channel. I mean, it is me doing that, but I've also told my friends to do this at school, so just keep that in mind. And next we have number 9 on the list, Headhunters. Dipper and Mabel, well, Stan needs a new wax figure because his favorite one has melted, and Mabel makes one of Stan, and then Stan's head gets chopped off and is missing, so Dipper and Mabel go on investigation. And there are some very funny scenes in this, so I really enjoyed that. And we're also showing Blend and Blandon right about here, if you can see my mouse. I don't know if you can or not. So, that's about it for this. Number 9 on the list, and next we have number 8, Summerween. So, I enjoyed this a lot because, there were some pretty funny things that happened this episode, and we also had, just a great twist. I don't know if this came out it probably came out in October. If not, it probably should have. I'm fairly certain this came out in October, near Halloween. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming it was, and it was just the perfect thing that the show needed. And they also tied it in great by calling it Summerween, and there being an actual like little explanation with that. And just the things that happened in this episode were amazing. There was actually a little bit of action in this one too, so that was nice. And next we have number 7 on the list. Time Into the Bunker. Into the Bunker. I accidentally read part of number 6. Into the Bunker is number 7 on the list. And in this episode, we're given a lot of characterization of Wendy as they go into a bunker, obviously, as the title says, that's been made by the author of the journal, and they find a shapeshifter, and they have to fight the shapeshifter. We're given a lot of characterization with Wendy and some with Dipper. I think my favorite scene is the intro to this one. Although I do like the rest of this episode, just the intro was great. That was bad for this one. And number 6 on the list, not number 7, is Time Traveler's Pig. So, hold on, let me just make sure I'm not reading this wrong. Wait. Yeah, this is... Oh, wow, I messed this up somewhere. This is number 7, I think. Hold on. Yeah, this is number 7, my bad. I don't know where I messed up with this, but yeah, this is number 7. I might have accidentally counted something, or maybe when I messed up and said Time Traveler's Pig instead of into the bunker. So I might have messed up around there, but this is number 7, Time Traveler's Pig. What happens is Dipper and Mabel have this issue where Dipper is trying to avoid not hitting Wendy in the eye with a ball. Basically, he's doing a ball toss, and the ball always bounces off and hit Wendy in the eye, and then Robbie comforts her, and the whole entire thing with Robbie. So Dipper tries to go back in time to fix that, and the one time he does, Mabel does not get her pig that she's gotten every other time that she's obsessed with. So Dipper does the right thing, makes sure that Mabel gets her pig, and things sort of work out. But we get to see some time travel in this, where they go back in time. So I thought that was really cool. So that's why it got number 7 on the list. Next we have number 6, Fight Fighters. So this is one of my favorite episodes. It would have been higher up on the list if the other ones weren't just having so much action. This one had a lot of action and also had a lot of video game references, so I really like that. So this is Fight Fighters. What happens is Dipper unleashes a video game character that's a knockoff of a Street Fighter's character, and obviously the Street Fighter character knockoff goes on a rampage. So that's about the whole entire episode. You're welcome. Next is number 5 on the list, I think. I did a horrible job with making this list. It's not at all organized, so give me a second. Yeah, okay, number 5 on the list, Scarioki. So, this episode has like a little bit of a mix with humor and murdering zombies, as you can see here. What happens is it's a time for a party, and Dipper unleashes the undead. Basically the whole entire episode, but we are shown the hidden text in the journals, which is a really big thing for this. So we're shown that in this episode, which is great. And we're also given a little bit of a secret with Stan, the fact that he knows that Gravity Falls has anomalies and stuff like that. Stan outright says that, so we're given that surprise in this episode. And there's just a lot of action, so that's why it's number 5. And time for number 4 on the list, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, number 4 on the list is Blendin's Game, which is the title itself is a sort of a reference to the movie Ender's Game, which I've watched the movie but not read the book. In my opinion, the movie was pretty good, but the movie itself has nothing to do with this episode, other than I guess the combat, I guess. But Blendin's Game is where Blandin decides to challenge Dipper and Mabel into gladiatorial time combat for revenge, because Dipper and Mabel apparently ruined Blandin's life in the Time Traveler Pig episode, because Blandin got arrested for all the times when Dipper and Mabel went back in time and messed things up. So Blandin got arrested, lost his job, things went downhill for him, so he decides to get revenge by starting gladiatorial time combat with Dipper and Mabel. And meanwhile they're trying to fix Seuss's birthday, try to make it better, and the winner gets a time wish. Dipper and Mabel win, they give the wish to Zeus. So, this is it for Blendin's Game. I know it sounded like I said Zeus, but I meant to say Seuss. There is a difference with the spelling, and I did not want to get hate for that. So, this is about it with Blendin's Game. There was a lot of action in this, and just the episode was awesome. And that's about it. So, next we have Dipper and Mabel versus the future. This is the episode right before Weirdmageddon starts, so if you have not watched this episode, then definitely stop right now. Basically what happens is Dipper goes on an adventure with Ford. Dipper does an amazing job, and Ford wants Dipper to be his apprentice. Dipper takes the offer. Meanwhile, Mabel's been having a horrible day. He gets crushed by this and accidentally lets Weird Mageddon happen, basically. So, I really liked watching what happened with Dipper and Ford in this episode. So, for that reason, Dipper Mabel versus the Future gets number 3 on the list. There's also a lot of action in this, too. So, that's why this happened. Um, so, Dipper Mabel versus the Future gets number 3 on the list. And next we have Not What He Seems. Now, this is on the list because I'm kind of cheating with this one. Well, I'm kind of cheating with the next one, which is why I put Not What He Seems on here. So, that was sort of a spoiler as to what the next one is. But Not What He Seems has a lot of action. It was one of my favorite episodes of Gravity Falls. We're also shown some secrets with stands, stuff like that. So, that's why this gets such a high spot on the list. And just, it was amazing. We're also finally shown who the author is. So, next we have A Tale of Two Stands. Now, I really liked watching this episode. I definitely rewatched this more than 2 times. But I'm sort of cheating here. So, uh, I'm cheating in the sense that this is the most watched video I have on here. According to Variety.com, uh, and like slash TV news, we have over here. It says, according to Nielsen's live, excuse me if I just mispronounced that, plus 3 estimates, the July 13th episode, A Tale of Two Stands, averaged 2.319 million viewers, the largest audience for a regular Disney XD series telecast in the network's 6-year history. So, because of the over 2.3 million viewers, that's why Tale of Two Stands gets number 1 on the list. So, that's it. If you enjoyed watching, leave a like, leave a comment. Definitely leave a comment. Comment below what your favorite episode of Gravity Falls is, or comment below what your favorite Uncle Stan moment is. I really want to see that in the comments. I don't see too many comments in my videos, and this is one where I just really want to read the comments on. So please comment below. Tell your friends about this video. I really want to see some comments. And that's going to be it for this video. Bye.